Nang hadama sa nuk isa iya da keke. Ning huk ka gitu ya. 1976 ta kuli. Sta kuli ha. 76 ta kuli ning huk ka gitu ya. Orndal planska. Tis keke. Ne ban kona kang mang as hanos tida mis ngaba keke. Nang nuk tarang ngabang thorasan sen ngaba ke hai. Ngabas keke kai as koma.
She walked barefoot in the dust. Her siblings saw her as the one who might go far, not because she was the youngest, but because she was the most determined.
Koros nasta ba ke ma hu ai ke hanu sini ko. Ko de net sida sini mut pa sin. Es ting hanu ban sini mut skin es hanu ba ho. Hanu sai ke ma hu ai ni ko. Ta ke ni hu ne ba krom na ba krom na ba krom. Ai ke ma hu ai ne khadi ti. Ne ske ne koro ki isa. Ne koro ske sida ti ngam koro ki isa. Ya ha koro ki is ki kharisa. Sida ke hua khoi ka ku khoi wa ku se kai se ngam isa. Sida ke kai se toma ti toma ske.
Her first lessons came from the fields, the church, and her mother's example. She learned early that discipline was not a punishment, but a gift, one that would shape her character and prepare her for the challenges ahead.
My father passed on at a very early age upon our arrival in Gibeon. I think 1970, my father passed on. So my mother had to carry that big responsibility, but my mother was really the first person that inspires me was my mother. She was a very strong person, very committed person, very disciplined person, a person that is focused in her life. And she tried her best to give the best for her children.
After finishing grade 12, she worked in Keetmanshoop, still trying to make up her young mind about where her future would lead her.
I started my school in Keetmanshoop, at the Roman Catholic school in Keetmanshoop, under Sister Amatrix, the late Sister Amatrix, a Catholic nun, is the principal. That time, my sister, our second born, Lucia Witbooi, she was working at the hostel, at the mission there. So I stayed with her, and then I started my sub-A at that school. And then with Sabir up to standard 5, I proceed in Gibeon. I came back in Gibeon, also at the Roman Catholic school in Gibeon, where you have the Catholic church and the Catholic mission there in Gibeon. That was a Roman Catholic school, where I attend from grade Sabir up to grade 5, standard 5. And from there, I went back to Keetmanshoop, to the Zuiderlig High School, from grade standard 6 up to standard 10.
Siske Lucia sa, ngaske standard 12 ta nu to say 12. O nama sakestita kena mi kantor na kena sishin. Sige onderwijs uit katkassen. Sige nga hawa 1985 mal die se chi twatwa. 82 kame. Chi mal die se chi gefru se twatwa.
Lucia Witbooi's journey would later lead her to classrooms, not as a student, but as a teacher who would shape countless lives. Her footsteps, once planted in the soil of Gibeon, became firm in the corridors of learning. For 27 years, the classroom was her world, and shaping young minds was her mission.
Mrs. Lucia Witbooi, the VP, was my head of department. She supervised my work. Now her expectation was excellence. We need to do things in an efficient and effective way. Having said that, working with her was for me very pleasurable.
I can remember we teach together grade 4 for 2 to 3 years, I think. Miss Hanse. She's now the head of. We used to have close to or even more than 1,000 learners, and the school was from grade 1 to grade 4. Grade 1 to grade 4. So on the other side is grade 1 down, grade 2 up, and then here grade 4 down, and grade 3 down, and grade 4 there up, and then the class here at the corner was the remedial teaching.
Lucia sadaki koi kuri nam ke sising are. Ting is na gire mo ito Nigeria koi kraha uma waraka hona dista ne plecha di na uku isiti. Te Lucia strats no groups na se ka isa o se ki ko no ke inga. Na ke ha itse kire out so ha itse kire omkoi tinga ho kini di. Tse kire nga ho amku se di. Tse kire nga ho huka magrat ko wa ko ke competisie sa we amaga. Grat pre-primary class die ha I entity ki project groups ni ha grade 1 to 3 ngonas ko se ke odini kading ide groepi ha se graad 4 ko se ki kwa ngoi school ki o ha be graad 4 stika ha min abi oske ngaining an netwan ke senior primary school ra voorberei by.
Because of her spirit, children became stronger academically, the school developed, and even the community felt the change.
She used to teach the little ones songs, where we were now teaching them how to curb HIV and AIDS. Although they are little, these teachings that we brought to them was taken back home to the little ones through singing as well. HIV virus, we beat you, we beat you. We are strong and clever, we are strong and clever. We beat you, we beat you. These are the songs that my former colleague, the current VP, was teaching our little ones here at school.
Keep up the good work.
To those who work alongside her, Lucia Witbooi has always been a pillar of strength and stability. To those she serves, she is a trusted advocate who listens, acts, and delivers. In her early years, Lucia Witbooi also found love. She received a marriage proposal from Pastor Adam Hendrik Witbooi, affectionately known as Boetiman, the son of the late Reverend Dr. Hendrik Witbooi's sister. Though some in the family felt she was still too young to marry, she accepted. At just 21 years old, she became engaged and soon after, a wife.
Sis kyk juffrou Lucia se toro, is 83 kami. Sy dit ek 84 se kami. Sim kyk ngas san sisa ibi ki. Tu pa ki to ngari. Ang tingati ka ni ban ni mo ira kami tu ku sema. Si ni tong se ta hung ati se no tong se ngai ma tai sa si I huya.
Sis kyk kami. Sis kum jeng ao. Oke. Ap sa knip na sa. Sis tas sine knip na sa. Pastor buat pepara di kabop ngakai kai. Cike ngas nga eka Man eske politics na ka ti da ni mi kai tina da u habe politics na ka habe da ke pastor da ke kom ka ha I chi ke ai da di am kap ma gi ti da mi ka ai au kundra budi mane ara au pa au kundra ke pastor ara ti am kap ma I.
When Lucia married into the Witbooi family, she was welcomed not only as a wife, but as a daughter of the household. Her relatives recall how, even as a teenager, they came to know her closely and embrace her as one of her own.
Jofro Lucia Witbooi mas ke kame ha o karakan hariku ai papa Paus ai huasik nga osa se tau nga aus ase habe pati ker kep nga stikai sen wasang ani eske nga is nga a Catholic Rome's Catholic ker kep nga isa habe skini rat nga ha kame nga ha sida paus nga oske ker kep nga kai se ken a hugap isting on oite ka au Adam Hendrik Witbooi pa je khat khau I hui auski iba kai se kire ma ka ate khat khau sis nga se khadi ker kep nga kai se ken a.
After the loss of her husband in a car accident, she carried the weight of being both mother and father to her children. Her discipline was firm, her honesty uncompromising, and her values deeply rooted in tradition.
She is also seen as a mother figure in her own mother's house. Her brothers only speaks with exception about the way that she tries to keep the family together, the way that she take leadership in terms of events that takes place within the family, how she would try to make sure that almost everything works out well, and where there is an instance where people would feel that who will cover this hole now, there's this particular hole that needs to be covered, she would do that extra mile to make sure that everything goes well. But she's a uniting factor in the family.
Faith, the firstborn daughter of Lucia Witbooi, considers her mother to be both a parent and a guide.
Honesty is first, number one. Number two is she's very strict. If she says something, you need to do it exactly the way she told you to do it. Otherwise, you are looking for trouble. And you need to do it the time she told you to do it. Sometimes the instruction list would be very long and we would be complaining. And then she would say, why don't you take a paper and a pen and start writing what I'm telling you to do? So those are the little things that I can share about my mom.
When it comes to education as a teacher, she has the belief that education is the greatest asset anyone could ever have. She's someone that will always turn the ordinary into something extraordinary. She likes to make small things big. Even if it's a social event or community event, something must be extraordinary.
One of the good times we had was when we went to Dune 7, and she used to struggle with climbing the dunes, and we used to play with sand. And
within the family household, Lucia Witbooi became a mother to many, raising not only her own children, but also those born later within the extended family. In matters of kin and blood, she has always been open and welcoming, carrying herself with warmth and generosity towards every member of the family.
She would look up to you and say, today, why do you look so quiet? Did you have something to eat? Offer you something? I recall that time also I lost a sister who was with me, who lost a life in Namibian. The Witbooi household, including her, had to provide us support.
kaisi karakan ngaku teran huru tis king isa is unga uihun is jehun ngan khadi koi kumka o ka hao o fi kum koi kan ahasi unga kame ka stai kas ka habe king isa has ase ngan ahasi pas has ase of tamas kai khais ase is jehun ka nabara mata demis king huwa sit ngas am sisa kaisi kai koi kasansa Her Lucia sadia Tidaje mahakai serakan kan makaisa.
Under the influence of Reverend Hendrik Witbooi and the church community, her political awareness quietly took shape. She observed, listened, and learned from the women and men of strength around her, lessons that would become the backbone of her leadership.
I was in the bigger family, and there I have learned a lot from him. To know what you want. In politics, he learned, I got from him many tactics and strategies in politics. Then also someone that inspires me is his wife, Mother Paulina Witbooi, Anna Diba. Those were the stronghold women in Gibeon. Mother Alvina Pedersen, the sister to the late Captain Hendrik Witbooi. And then her husband, Reverend Pedersen, the sister to the late Captain Witbooi, Anna Jacobs, Elizabeth Roy. Those are the communities that were staying there, very close there. And then I was also, as I said, church was our base, was our stronghold. So there, the people that I've mentioned, plus others, the late Captain Christian Roy, I can mention, played also a very important role. And of course, my own husband.
Lucia Witbooi's political life began quietly, walking from door to door, speaking to people where they lived and listening to their concerns. Her journey started as a section secretary for SWAPO in Gibeon, a role rooted in grassroots organizing, where she learned the value of connecting directly with the community.
When it comes to the SWAPO party, she was very much involved in women things, women affairs. And as she was climbing onto the ladder, the political ladder, we found her to be very involved in women's development, women participation in political programs and so forth. That was Comrade Lucia. You'd find that even what she is doing today is one of her achievements as a political leader and as a social activist. She has assisted many people. And when I come back to my own community, I can say that she has done so many things with women, assisted them in development. She wanted them to start with a Taylor project. I think that is still underway. In fact, she was also inquiring about that. She assisted people with the most marginalized, I must say.
Na sexist na se ega kini sisa ke si a kau a se da ke kong chi ke si ega si a hara kong wa si o ega ke a branch a se ke si a I se ke na tau se na sexist wa a nga ya chwa ke froske ni sa it is ke branch a sexy sa hu na ba hu ega ke an sisa a branch layers kap na hap na ke a chi is ke supposed a branch layers kap ning astip ngap nga ikhadi nga tarati de ay ngap tuwan istina ang kanaha segya I.
In those days, she made meaningful connections with those who followed the same ideals. They got an immediate sense for her hard work and eagerness to connect with the people.
Kaisi kaisa si senausa. Tidak kami uci kadi ngadim ha semki ni SWAPO season kung nasna ngadi kisi karu. Semki ni SWAPO season kung na strictir punya ha SWAPO di kung nasina kirisika.
In 2012, she took the next step, contesting for a position in the SWAPO Central Committee.
Snadi ni kikos nang kaiti nga buwang waka kais. Nas nga kia ikais ke SWAPO sti kai kuisa huskia munga itiske turu se idagang aisat ma iyo o karas karib the assigned leaders, SWAPO party assigned leaders. Dirami nas nga kai kaisa. Tiske nga ba kai ti nga ba hu ang waka. Tiske nas kau nga ba hu kaba ais kapta kause ega kaba ega tabi kapti tarigu swabosti tarigu ngagu nga kaba assigned leaders dirami se nga ba kaba kai kaisa.
I was nominated from the Hardap region among the candidates. So I came in, I can remember I was 42. Yeah, when the list came out, I was 42 for the Central Committee. Then at the Electoral College, Central Committee results, Electoral College, I was usually there 12, 10, 8, 12, 10, 8 at the final list. And then last year, 2022, Electoral College now, the recent one, I was 43 at the final list. Yeah. As I said, I served the party, I was serving in the Women Council structures, I was serving in the mother body. Okay, there is some even 2016 there around, they approached me for the Women Council side, but I said, I want to grow in the mother body, that others take the Women Council side. And so I decided to just grow in the mother body structures.
By the 2004 SWAPO Party Congress, under President Hifikepunye Pohamba, gender equality had become a central theme, reinforced through party strategies that carried into the years that followed. It was within this climate of change that Lucia Witbooi stepped forward.
Tiske ngaski sika o amabesa kia kausun automagi hai na kaumais asa ngasa kaisa. Tiki a season kaisin ngaba. Tiske nga season kaisin kaiski ngang ni ay ngadagoromi se iske nga kaumai rang nung kabadi karigunga ngati nga kai ti unisku ni sisa kadima iske karasti karib. Ngap nga kaumai assigned leader diramen nganti ay nuausisko.
She was a mature parliamentarian who happened to come from a tradition, a region in a country that has been very much in the forefront during the liberation struggle. She was a participant together with the rest of the community there, and therefore I think she was shaped by those events. So it doesn't come as a surprise when I say this is someone who is a team player, someone who will be more interested in wanting to have the views of other people, other members of parliament, to achieve a common goal.
Even in the smallest moments, her discipline stands out. While others might set aside the work for later, she would return the very next morning, ready to discuss a chapter or detail she had studied.
Nga parliament si kwent was tina ko kaisi kay komda sa kwen kha uwe ya I nga ba ingisi ira kwen is haun ngandwa kau ko hanuma autui ia ko die nga I toa in ka kwena ang auro ni batin na batin ngadista hin togu nga ka khadi unha chini nga khas aroma nga hu hawa chini nga hanuma autui ia ko ang housing news nga dies nga sa kharu kais.
When we were appointed, and now as party cadres also, because we are from the same party, there were issues, more constitutionally. And then you'll call and say, about this or what. And me on the other side will say, I didn't read that thing. You go and read that thing and you can come and tell me. But can we go and drink some tea? Say, yes, we can go and drink tea and talk about it, but you read and you come and tell me I don't have time to read those things. and that's a type of our relationship.
I came to know her very well in Parliament. For me, she was just a colleague. And then in 2020, my daughter passed on in April. And the Honorable VP was one of the female MPs who came and sat with me at my house. I was so surprised. She's from the ruling party, I'm from the opposition. And this lady is coming to my house every day just to sit and comfort me. And I was so shocked, I was so impressed, and I saw a humbleness in her, which I didn't know before. Because our relationship was just Member of Parliament relationship, talking to each other during tea breaks, in committee meetings and so on. But that part of her, I was really not aware of it. So it was really a surprise, especially the fact that it was during COVID time. And here this person, despite the fact that it is COVID, she still made time to say that I must go and sit with my sister just to comfort her. So that is something that I will never, but never forget in my life.
In 2015, Lucia Witbooi was appointed Deputy Minister of Gender Equality and Child Welfare, where she focused on advancing the rights and welfare of women and children.
My first appointment as a Deputy Minister, I went for a meeting, for a 2-day meeting to Tanzania. And on my way, in Johannesburg, no, not in Johannesburg, yeah. And then when I switch on the phone here, now that time, the late Comrade President Haji Kengo, he announced his cabinet through a press conference. And when I switch on the phone, it's just congratulations, 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 congratulations. So I heard about the appointment at the airport.
In 2023, her journey of service continued with her appointment as Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security, a role she carried into 2024 and 2025. Beyond national service, she also represents Namibia on the continental and international stage.
I found the Vice President in Parliament. She joined Parliament in 2009. I joined Parliament in 2015. And when she served on various parliamentary committees, for example, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs, Defense, Safety and Security, another Parliamentary Standing Committee on Gender and Child Welfare. And she was also chairperson of deputy chair of a Parliamentary Committee on ICT. She was Deputy Minister of Gender. Now you see, she was a Parliamentary Committee member of Gender and Child Welfare. Now she has become a Minister of Gender and Child Welfare. She also became not the Minister, Deputy Minister. She also became a Deputy Minister of the Ministry of Home Affairs, Safety and Security. Now you link this to the Parliamentary Committee that she served on of international relations, safety, security and defense. So her parliamentary portfolio has actually informed her appointment into these different deputy ministerial positions. So how has it prepared her? It has prepared her already from Parliament.
One of the most notable initiatives she championed was Namibia's participation in the SADC framework on the transfer of sentenced offenders. This regional policy allows prisoners convicted in one SADC member state to be transferred to their home country to serve the remainder of their sentence, provided both governments approve the transfer.
The fourth notice of a motion is the one of the Honourable Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security. Does the Honourable Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security move the motion?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker, for giving me the floor to motivate the ratification of the draft SADC protocol on the interstate transfer of sentenced offenders.
The framework is designed to balance justice, human rights, and rehabilitation ensuring that citizens incarcerated abroad are treated fairly and can maintain ties with their families.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I also just rise to support the protocol for its ratification, and also take the opportunity to appreciate the efforts of our Namibian Correctional Services.
After the committee's deliberations, Namibia engaged with Zambia through bilateral agreements and the broader SADC framework.
Programs such as this one we are witnessing today contribute greatly in the promotion of family tie-ups. In other words, once prisoners serve their sentences in their homelands, it will be easy to link them to their relatives, hence they will not have much problems once discharged from prison.
This cooperation enabled the transfer of a Namibian inmate who had been imprisoned in Zambia and faced the possibility of the death penalty.
She was the deputy chairperson of that committee before she became the deputy minister of Home Affairs. She was our deputy chairperson. And we travel to a lot of countries as a defense committee, social and security. We end up in Zambia. And in Zambia, we met with our ambassador there. And our ambassador informed us about a Namibian child who is in prison in Zambia. And that Namibian son of us, he's from the south. He was a truck driver and he went to Zambia with a truck to deliver things. And while he was sleeping in his truck, some bochochos from Zambia come and attacked him. Out of self-defense, that boy killed one Zambian citizen. And he got the death penalty. And he was on the death row, I think, for 5-7 years.
Nadat hulle my gestraf het ek Mokobek toe gegaan. Die probleem was vir die doodstraf, was dit nie vir my maklik gewees nie. Want jy sien nie 'n rooi liggie, jy sien nie 'n groen liggie. Wat anders, wat af is. Jy switch vir jouself of om te sê, dis klaar nou. Wat is next? Jy sê vir jouself nie. Soos ek hier met jou praat, dis donkerder in jou hart, verstaan jy? Jy sê nie om so iets gesê word, doodstraf. Ja, daar het iemand ook lewe verloor, maar doodstraf, om so by ander lande te kry, die mense is, dis nie maklik nie. Dit was nie vir my maklik gewees nie.
Through careful diplomatic and legal negotiations, the inmate was returned to Namibia to continue serving his sentence under the Namibian correctional system.
Dit was so lekker gewees, verstaan jy? Ons stuur jou land toe terug, sal jy teruggaan. Ja, I feel proud, verstaan jy? My land, dis my ma se land, verstaan jy? Dis waar wat ek gebore het. So, dit was een van die dinge wat lekker was, om terug te kom na jou land toe, verstaan jy? Jy weet nie wat gaan vorentoe of wat nie, maar ten minste kom jy na jou land toe terug. Ten minste het jy kontak met jou families. So, dit was net 'n taktiek geweest, verstaan jy? Want ek was baie siek geweest. So, om na my mense toe kom, die mense het gehuil oor die fone. So, vir my te sê, nee, ek kom terug na my land toe. I feel proud.
Lucia Witbooi played a critical role throughout the process. In Parliament, she tabled the motion, explaining the legal and humanitarian significance of the policy.
In conclusion, the ratification by this Parliament and the subsequent operationalization of the SADC interstate transfer of sentenced offenders is of utmost importance, honourable members. I thank you.
Ek is bly, soos onze Vice-President Lucia Witbooi, sy was ook, hulle is 'n kerkmense, vergewe mense, bid, hulle is leierskap, help die mense waar jy kan help, moenie die mense weggooi nie. So ek is baie bly vir ons gemeenskap. Een mens out of 100 Ek was fair. My gevoelens is nie ander mense gevoelens nie. Maar vandag ek kan sê ons het 'n goeie leierskap. Daai bietjie wat hulle effort vir my gemaak het. Wat hulle nie weggestoot en gesê nee, ons soek daai persoon terug. So dit was baie lekker geweest vir my.
This case became a powerful example of how regional policy and advocacy can directly improve the lives of citizens.
Because of her first-hand experience, it was not a hearsay story. So she was in a position to push for the protocol to be rectified. She was in that position, and that makes it special. I always said, and I'm sorry for those who didn't start there, it's not any offense to any person. Any person who enter parliament must start as a backbencher. If you start as a backbencher, you will understand parliament better. But if you start as a minister, you will never understand parliament because you never go out with committees, doing research, conduct surveys with people, talk to the people on the ground. You never done it. But if you are just an ordinary backbencher, this is where your parliament work is starting. And this is when you will understand things perfectly.
By 2023, after decades of service in parliament and cabinet, Lucia Witbooi's discipline and loyalty had not gone unnoticed. The ruling party leadership was watching closely, and when the moment came to choose a new vice president, her name came up. It was in those final days before the official announcement that she received the call that would change her life.
The president called me from the same office where I'm now. And she wants to see me later after Politburo at the house. And it took us just maybe 10 to 15 minutes.
When she came home, that specific day after their meeting with the president, she called me in her room and told me that the president called her and then that the president is considering her to become the vice president. And I was like, Nia Lucias, I'm calling her Lucia. Nia Lucias, is it a true story? And then I said, oh, okay. And two. And then she said, no, that is what she told me. And what do you think? Because I was the first person she informed. And then I was told to keep it a secret.
I tried my best to zip. I tried, although there was some news, breaking news of these things that I don't know what, from where the people want. I have tried my best to zip. And by that time, my girls and my family children, they have already organized something for my birthday, because my birthday was on the 21st of March. So the family also planned already, my brother, my in-laws, to came to Windhoek. So it was, and then I just told my brother, he must come early. He was saying, no, what? Need just eat some siha so that we can be together. Together, don't come like the 20th, come the 19th, so that we can be together. Because I just want that, I don't want to get something out of my mouth. I want to, but then I just want the support around me. The family came from Gibeon, my in-laws, my family, my siblings. They came from, even the one that is only staying on the farm also, he came. And then 21st, the Friday, we went for the swearing in.
For many Namibians, Lucia Witbooi's rise to the vice presidency was more than a personal achievement. It was a powerful symbol, a reminder that leadership can emerge from any corner of the country, and that her journey from teacher to parliamentarian to national leader carried a message of recognition and belonging. One year after assuming office, Namibia's Vice-President Lucia Witbooi has focused her leadership on social inclusion, economic engagement, and strengthening governance.
When she became our Vice President, I think she had been a very active VP. I've been to various meetings with her. She's got a huge responsibility as someone who's there to deputize on behalf of Excellency, the President of our country. And I think on balance, she has done all that very well.
In assessing the Vice President's performance over the 12 months that she has been in office, we should look at basically her ability to have attended to the tasks that she was given and also to the assignments that were given by the President upon her appointment. The assignment that she was given by the President is to oversee the affairs of the indigenous people or indigenous minority, formerly known as marginalized communities. The second assignment that she was given is to attend to the affairs of people living with disabilities. The third assignment that she has been given by the President or assigned by the President is to oversee and to conclude the negotiations between Germany and Namibia on the genocide issue. Those were the three assignments that she has been given by the President. Is she attending to them? Is she in the letter and spirit which the President expects from her? Yes, she has. What I can deduct from her performance over the 12 years is that she has really performed exceptionally well in all the assignments that she has been given by the President.
Since her swearing in March 2025, she has supported policies aimed at ensuring that no Namibian is left behind, including the launch of the revised National Policy on Disability for 2025 to 2035 to expand accessibility, education, and employment opportunities for persons with disabilities.
The revived National Disability Report. I think that one, when I came into office, I got it on my table. Within the first week, I got it on my table, and I can say I already, from that time, I already work on it.
Within government, she has emphasized ethical leadership and stronger coordination amongst ministries to address unemployment, poverty, and inequality.
The 8th administration have youth empowerment as one of our key pillars, and the leadership have the youth at heart. Therefore, in the first year, we brought the National Youth Development Fund for our youth to make use of that fund and to empower themselves. So the government is committed, and the government will always be committed to create platforms for our youth. We have the TVET programs that we are strengthening. TVET programs is, for example, for those that are that cannot make it to the universities and so on. They can make use of the TVET centers. So the government have also made efforts to improve on TVET centers. Even Thursday, I will inaugurate the vocational training center in Keetmanshoop. In Keetmanshoop, so the government is improving and improving on the vocational training. That means concentrating on that youth that is, for example, don't have the marks, the necessary, the requirements with the the maybe 25, 26, 27 marks to go to universities, they can make use of that TVET centers, vocational trainings to train them and to become productive citizens and start a business, for example.
As her first year concludes, Vice President Witbooi's agenda reflects a focus on inclusive development and responsive governance.
We have leadership. And for this time, the leadership is under female. For the first time for us as Namibians. Let us take away our other things and work together with the leadership. Listen to the leadership. If the leadership say, this is the way we should go, we should go. Then we should go. Of course, there will be challenges in policy directions, but challenges cannot stay forever. So let us stand as a united team, and we come back to the word unity, as a united team behind our leadership and especially behind our president, so that we can bring development to our people.
Ada doch ba tang khol ba ma le khosa ai nga gau tau ba in tui nga khasi ha ngam gu se tui nga khasi tui keni hela kan ai sa khol kara ho ge sto tui nga khase kong ure
Ki ka se khupka ne sko ho ampa Hupa ai ki mai ha se kong di. Kai se kai eram senske nesko masa.
Isara kadi koreba. Se iswasa. Ma taunji tsima tam ku tsima kwa ku ngaske ta habis ni kopha nok ba ai ma ba. Tis ni nok istat ka kong presa.
It's a very tough call, and my personal message therefore is that I wish you all the strength, all the wisdom, and all the energies, because this is a position that requires that and more than that.
As Namibia commemorates Independence Day, the occasion also marks the birthday of Vice President Lucia Witbooi. For many, the coincidence is symbolic, reflecting a life closely linked to the service and progress of the Namibian nation. Messages of appreciation and celebration have come from colleagues in government and parliament, comrades of the liberation struggle, and members of her family.
I wish her good health, and I wish her longevity.
Your Excellency, Honorable Lucia Witbooi, I can just wish you many, many more blessings.
We now understand her roles and responsibilities. It's not only family bound, but the whole of Namibia.
I would just like to take this opportunity and moment to say, happy birthday, Grandma. You must enjoy your day. We love you so much and we appreciate you.
I have taken out a verse from the Bible that I would like to share with her. This verse is Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. There is a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. This verse carries a beautiful reminder that seasons change, growth, it takes time, and what's meant for you will unfold on its own and in its proper time and way.
I appreciate you, Ma, and we love you.
Tima, I wish you God's abundant grace today, that whatever you lay your hands on, grace will rest upon it.
Happy birthday, Oma. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a blessed birthday.
As the country reflects on its journey of freedom and development, many have also taken the moment to honor the Vice President for her resilience and dedication to public service. Happy birthday, Your Excellency.
What do you love about Namibia?
The freedom, the love,
The space,
the diversity.
Yes. Happy Independence